Gladys.
How do I look, Miss Marple? I so want to make an impression.
I've no doubt you'll do that.
Chalet maid, imagine.
Yes.
And who knows where it might lead? A stepping stone to stardom. I read that in a magazine.
You mustn't believe everything you read. Now, you will be careful, won't you, Gladys?
Yes, miss.
Especially of the young men.
Oh, yes, miss. You've been ever so good to me, Miss Marple.
Now.
You have, really.
God bless.
Good morning, Consolidated Investments Trust.
No. What was it this time, Tilly?
The Blue Shepherdess, Miss Marple.
Oh, Tilly.
Your tea, Mr. Fortescue.
Very, very bad boy.
What I just...
I'm afraid that's quite impossible. Mr. Fortescue's in conference. We could try him after luncheon. Well, good morning and thank you for calling Consolidated Investments.
Do you really think they'll let me?
The old man certainly will. He's very impressed, I hope, with you.
The aristocratic riffraff.
Pinstripes and a bowler. It's not really me, is it?
You look utterly adorable. Oh, thought of England.
Still, since the old man's come round, we have to take advantage. And then the next time we pass through Paris, it'll be the Ritz.
Mr. Fortescue? Are you poorly?
What the hell did you put in the tea?
Do it, Inspector.
I'm very pleased to hear that, Miss Grosvenor. Do you always make Mr. Fortescue's tea?
Always, Inspector. He has a special pot and a special cup and saucer, and I'm the only person allowed to handle them.
And are you the only person allowed to handle the kettle as well?
No, but I refilled it myself from the cloakroom tap.
And what about the tea itself, Miss Grosvenor?
That's special too. It's from China.
I understand this must be terribly upsetting for you.
Thank you, Inspector. Oh, dear. He will be all right, won't he?
He's dead.
When?
5 minutes ago. Poor chap never stood a chance. Sergeant Pickford's going through his belongings now. Speaking unofficially.
Poison?
Well, of course it was poison.
But between you and me, and strictly off the record, I'd be prepared to bet that it was taxine.
Never heard of it.
Quite. It's most unusual. You get it from yew berries.
Yew berries?
From a yew tree.
Ah, that's interesting.
Is it?
Name of his house, Yew Tree Lodge.
That could explain it. Easy to harvest, and more importantly, easy to administer.
Really? How?
Well, the poor fellow mentioned something about his tea, but the stuff couldn't possibly work that fast. Only a cyanide would do that. In which case, he would have been dead before the ambulance arrived.
So, tell me, Prof, how long does taxine take to work?
An hour or two.
Maybe 3 if he'd had a big breakfast.
So if the taxine was administered at breakfast, that lets Miss Grosvenor and the office staff off the hook.
One thing that's odd, sir.
What's that, Pickford?
The suit he was wearing, I checked through his pockets. One of them had cereal in it.
Cereal?
Yes, sir. It's a bit peculiar, isn't it?
You mean like cornflakes?
No, sir. I mean, like, grain. Rye, it looked like to me.
Blimey.
Inspector Neal, Sergeant Pickford. I believe you're expecting us.
Inspector. Mary Dove, housekeeper. Do come in. Adele is Mr. Fortescue's second wife. Considerably younger than him. She was a manicurist from Brighton.
And, did they have children?
He has 3 from his first marriage. 2 sons and a daughter.
And are they married?
The sons, yes, not the daughter.
I'll need to speak with all of them.
I'm afraid they're not here. Adele's playing golf, but I'm not sure where.
Do you happen to know who she's playing with?
Her personal instructor, I should imagine. A gentleman by the name of Vivian Dubois.
And the children?
Percival's away on business. He's the older son and a partner in the firm.
When did he go away?
The day before yesterday. I have tried to contact him, but I expect he'll be back by this evening. He lives here with his wife, Jennifer.
Oh, where's she?
Up in town for the day. And Elaine, the daughter, she's a vegetarian. Will probably have her nose buried in some dusty old tome.
And what about the other son?
Lancelot. He's in Kenya.
Oh, I see.
With his wife, the widow of Lord Anstice.
Oh, yeah, the racing chappie.
That's right. The one who blew his brains out.
Why is he in Kenya?
He moved there after a disagreement with his father. Some small matter of a forged cheque, I gather. He's lived there for years.
And have you managed to contact him?
I'm afraid I haven't.
I'm not having much luck, am I?
Sadly not, Inspector. So, Mr. Fortescue's death. Case of food poisoning, was it?
Everything I've ever seen up to that dining room has been just as it should be.
I only want a few samples from breakfast, Mrs.
I'll
Crump.
give you samples, young man.
A bit of marmalade, some ham, coffee.
There's never been any bad food served on my watch. And as for the coffee, we finished that off at 11, sis. I don't see none of us dropping like flies. You lot come round here like you own the place. I take pride in my work, not like some I could mention. Crump! Get yourself back in here this minute, you lazy-hearted